I always like to kind of get into the head of my audience. And I feel like there's a lot of people that don't want to see a horror movie and don't want to see something that's dark or that's f***ed up. Nope to me is an invitation to them to sort of say, hey, I see you, and this movie will be scary, but at the very least, I'm bringing you in. I'm acknowledging you. You have a place in this this genre. As you know, it's like Black people have some very pretty simple rules, and there's just certain things that are just gonna make us go, nope, done, out, I'm gone. Bye, y'all can handle this, but I'm nope. I'm gonna be nope. I'm gonna be noping over there.
I kind of like that. It was like, I've never seen this before. I don't know what it is. And I always lean in when I'm like, I don't know what this is. I want to make sense of this. But I can always feel if the director is passionate about it, if they understand it, if they feel it on different. So that was the beginning of the conversation. Because, oh, this is quite hard to get your head around. And then we just kept on having conversations and kept feeding the script and having conversations about the script continuously for a couple months.
You know when you're working with great artists when they aren't forcing their specific individual vision onto any one person and even the project at large. I think the most impressive thing about Jordan is that he allows the story to kind of find itself and for it to express itself, and he's kind of open to where it kind of pushes him here and there. And so it was really fun building Jupe and playing him, because, you know, our intentions would change minute by minute, not because we were uncertain, but we just kind of had to see. And then as we saw more, we kind of, you know, molded here and refined there, and it just kind of became this larger thing. And so to kind of be welcomed into a very collaborative environment like that is a huge blessing. So I'm very thankful. They're the best.
Black American iconography, let's go. Jordan is a beast, and I appreciate what he does for our culture across the board and just giving us these beautiful, you know, pieces of representation. So to get the opportunity to wear my fro in this movie, I'm just like, hey, what you mean? Woo! It just means so much to me. And on all different accounts, I'll say, with this character, like aside from my physical look, also the kind of chick I get to play, you know, it's the kind of character that I feel like usually only guys get to play. You know, to me, she's so cool, she's fearless, she doesn't take herself too seriously, but at the same time, she has edge, and she is just a really dope character that I really am just so excited and lucky that I get a chance to play, but that also she exists, period, in general, on screen.
We just really relish in collaboration, and it takes so many people to make a movie, and the smallest of details excites us. So every participant is like critical.
Ian was the one who first gave me the book on Edward Muybridge, who is considered the godfather of motion picture for, you know, some of these experimental photography that he took. And that was really the end to kind of uncover some of the commentary, the exploration of this industry, of the media, of Hollywood, and the film industry itself, and the exploitation that is kind of inherent in this industry and always has been. That became an underlying theme that is, I think, woven throughout the film without the film sort of hitting you on the head with, you know, some kind of quote-unquote message. I think the DNA of the movie has this big question about the addiction to spectacle, human addiction to spectacle, and what happens when money becomes involved in that.
Nope, it's about the spectacle. It's about the thing that we have, all of us have, in chasing something outside of ourselves or focusing on something that's far outside of ourselves, so much so that we don't realize what we have around us that is worth appreciating until it's too late. Whether it's, you know, you getting involved in what's happening on the news, or you're getting so crazy involved in what you're trying to pursue in your career, or you're getting so crazy involved in, you know, that video shoot that you're trying to film with that great producer. I mean, whatever it could be in terms of our pursuits, or in terms of the things that we feel like are gonna give us that ultimate validation, or things that are just taking our attention, that it's almost like that fly where that's always going towards that light. When you know you don't really need to go towards that light and it's not really fueling you, but something about it is still catching your eye. You somehow have lost all self-control over your, ability to resist it. It's about that thing.
The set design is incredible. The amount of work and detail and effort that went into constructing that town is pretty insane. I'm so thankful for it because it really fed into like the whole thing. I first walked onto set and I remember feeling like, oh, this is his nightmare. This is his fever dream. This is his prison that I think he doesn't know that he's constructed and he is kind of a prisoner of.
Yeah, I definitely think there's parts of Jordan in everything. It's coming from him. Like, you can see him on set. He runs around, he's invested. He sees it, he feels it. So whether it's happened in his life or it's how his point of view, how he sees the world, you can feel that energy within it, you know what I mean?
This central theme of horror, of the horror engine for me, came with this idea of what if the truth is a lot simpler and darker than we even could ever imagine.
Jordan has a very specific vision, but he also is a really amazing collaborator. So even though he has his own ideas and his direction for this is very clear and it gives you that sense of comfort, it's not so stringent to the point that you don't feel like you're not able to give what you want to give or express as an actor, and you're, part of your expertise of what you can bring to the project. So I think he always creates a space for all of us actors, I know definitely from my personal experience, to be able to improv, to be able to take an idea or a feeling that he's given us and expand upon it within our realm. He truly trusts his actors to bring what they feel they need to bring to what he's presented.
This movie's not about race per se, although, obviously race does interact with this idea of spectacleization. Like I said, the film is about spectacle and our addiction to spectacle and the fact that we're being drawn to it, but it's also about our inner need, whether we have it or not, to be the spectacle, to be seen, to be recognized for who we are and what we are. That was my key with this movie, is I wanted immersion. I felt like if everything else fails, if I can get my audience to feel like they're near a UFO for moments, well, shit, they're going. That is a awe and a fear and a wonder we all have from when we were kids, and it's not provided to us enough in film, and not in a way that's satisfying to me.
What's up? It's your girl,